Usamos estampillas también.
Close enough.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Violent people.
Radio.
Actually, I need a geography talk. I'm really concerned for Sam and Pat, based on my Facebook. I know you guys don't live in New York City, but it is very soon to be dystopian.
Oh, the woke mind virus.
Yeah, so like just you guys living just as close as you do seems like kind of risky.
Well, we voted an Asian woman to continue being our mayor in Boston. I don't know for a fact that she's going to institute Sharia law, but maybe.
I'm surprised that Sam is here, and he's not in mourning.
I don't know who got elected. To be honest,
you got your finger on the pulse.
Didn't vote yesterday. Not really sure who was on the ballot. What was on the ballot?
New York City elected an AEW fan as their mayor.
All right, well
people are pretty upset about it.
It's a problem. I was talking more actually where I live. I have no idea what happened here, but I didn't. Yeah,
the Kentucky Secretary of State had to like put on Facebook and Twitter and the website like, "Hey, please stop calling us about polls being closed. There's no election today in Kentucky." It's just really funny to me to be like, I so want to vote, but I'm not even informed enough to know there's no election today.
We gotta. Yeah, Can we launch right into the show with the Dan Rice report on wrestler Facebook reactions to the elections yesterday?
Oh, it's honestly not been as bad as I expected. What's his name? Bobby Fulton. He's having a really hard time with it. Bobby Barack
Fulton,
Obama, he was the leader.
He lives in New York City. He's directly affected.
Yeah, I mean, New York City, Chillicothe, Ohio. It's one of those two. And it's just, they've been infiltrating America for years now. And he can't believe what's going on. He's very, very concerned. I don't remember what Necro said, but I know he's not
that's a very loaded they.
Oh, it's the Muslims. He's not hiding who he's saying it is. It's the Muslims. Today, the capitalist heartbeat of the world falls into socialist hands. That's from Necro Butcher.
Well, Necro Butcher, he might lose out on all those New York City bookings he was getting.
I'm pissed that I'm busy next February. Little Sicko versus Necro in a no ropes barbed wire match. That's good shit.
That's going to be good. I mean, it's unfortunately there's probably also going to be the rest of the show.
Well, you can just I didn't say they might not even put it on last. I was going to say just show up late, but who knows when they put it on.
Yeah. Well, I this is a spoiler for what I was watching, but at the Carnage Cup, they spend a lot of time on night one, and they left this in on the VOD that, and it's not just like peppered into commentary. It's like sections of the show where the announcer is coming out and saying, "We assure you, Neil Diamond Cutter will be here. We're talking to him. He just got off the plane. We're, updating you throughout the show. He's here, but we're pushing his match to night two. Night two begins with Neil Diamond Cutter being replaced by Lil Sicko's fat brother who looks like Paul Walter Hauser as a juggalo." Or, if Paul Walter Hauser like really, really put on some weight. So this is Schizo, Lil Sicko's big fat brother, who also wears clown makeup, and who
I didn't realize they were brothers.
Yeah, no, it's a real big guy, little guy dynamic with those two. Schizo, who in losing his second round match, split his pants visibly and on camera. Just, I don't know, man.
Well, this show, I mean, not that Seaverville Pigeon Forge is exactly classy, but it seems like a completely different kind of trashy than IWA Deep South. Like, it just,
Well, it's an IWA Deep
there.
South show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm like shocked that it's going to be there. I'm like, it doesn't. I don't know. I kind of hate Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and all of it, but
You hate it because it's not trashy enough.
it's not trashy in the way I want. I want to see Necro Butcher versus Little Sicko, and I don't think you normally can, but we'll see. I don't like when companies like IWA Deep South. Why are you announcing stuff? More than 90 days in the future. I just can't trust that.
That's a good point. At least they're on the Title Match Network and not Stream XPW.
The biggest Facebook news I saw today was I think I got it, Sam. You got to be regretting missing the 2CW show now that this is like an actual 2CW match.
Carr and Slick Wagner Brown.
Yeah, that feels like a 2CW match.
That is
Slick Wagner Brown still wrestles?
We've talked about him on the show. No, he's got like his own promotion, I'm pretty sure.
He does. He does. We've talked about it on this show.
Yeah. I say he's the Underground King, and he's wrestling.
Always has been.
They have the always been the Underground King.
Always been.
Didn't have to earn it. But his company has a K1 Classic Championship, which
is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was a champion. He's not. He held it though for 568 days, which is cool. Because it's like,
dang,
ooh, not the longest
champion. Running one.
Not even the second longest, because Mike Skyros got him beat by 6 days, and then Ichiban's got him beat. I gotta be honest,
I was like, this must be a promotion that never runs whatsoever. And then it's like,
they run constantly.
Defended it 32 times across 895 days, which is not that impressive, but
I mean, they've ran 11 shows in 2025. That's one a month. That's more than a lot of companies. Sure. They ran more than 12 last year. It looks like. I can't. Cage Match doesn't I have to do math, but what is that? 20 shows in 2024. Just lighten up the Connecticut territory.
Good for them. Congrats to the Underground Kings, like Wagner Brown. 2CW original. Anyway. Welcome to Valley Peel Radio, episode 73.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Sam Damasio, with me, per usual, on this late night. Dan Rice. Dan, how you doing?
All right. I mean, I was only like 20 minutes late. And I recently heard you on another podcast. You can do introductions in a second. I agree with you. We should record this at like 7 a.m.
That'd be perfect.
I'm on board. You convinced me. Talk to the other two hosts, but you got me.
Pat, what you doing at 7 a.m.?
Usually.
Cool. Perfect. And Chris, what are you doing at 7 a.m.?
I am either waking up for work or sleeping.
Wow. Don't got that grind set mentality, it sounds like.
7 a.m. wouldn't even it's not even like I would be out on the street, just talking to you guys, while delivering mail. I would be in the office, doing my case and everything. So my contribution to the podcast was you would be hearing like 3 Beats pills playing around me at all times.
So you're saying you need to do it even earlier? What are you talking, like 6,
I'm
5:45?
talking, can we start around like 3 in the morning?
Okay, that's a little rough for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I can give you 4:45.
No, that's
I don't
no.
know why
No.
I can't go before 5. I don't that 15 minutes. I don't know why that's a deal breaker for me.
No, my dog is up at by like 4:30 currently, which is not doing well for
Oof.
me.
That's less than ideal.
No, and I cannot figure out how to get him to stop doing it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We've tried a lot of different things. He's not caring about any of them. 4:30 it is.
Honestly, what with my cat, what he eventually learned from was I just pulled the blankets up over my head and was like, nope, I'm continuing to sleep.
Oh, he'll just bark. He will just bark, bite, let you know he's got things to do. He's got to get his day started. And then once you feed him, take him outside, he will fall back to sleep for about 5 to 6 hours.
That
At
rules.
4:30. At 4:30, it's got to happen then, or hell will break loose.
My
Anyway.
Ring doorbell was
Yeah.
not working, and my dog was going crazy, and I'm just screaming at her. I'm like, "Shut up! What do you need?" She didn't like go to the door though. She just stood on the back of the couch and just barked for like 90 seconds straight. Then finally, the person at the door knocked on the door, and I was like, "Oh, fair enough. Good dog."
Guess you knew what you're talking about.
I apologize to her. I
Every
was
single
totally wrong.
dog on my route. And it's to the point where I'm like, I really hope people don't work from home in some of these houses where just me walking down the street in the vicinity causes a dog to run to the window and bark as loud as possible.
Yeah, not great. Not great. Don't love. Don't love.
Also,
No,
I
we
got
talked about
a
it. Like, my dog hates the mailman. Hates him. So like, it's just I don't know why. It's just true.
well, it's fucking mutual. But I gotta follow up on a point that we discussed in the previous episode. I think when we went on and on about candy, the Nerds gummy clusters, the cherry lemonade ones.
Okay, yeah, tell me about it.
I got my hands on some of those. They're really good.
Yep.
That's
No doubt.
better than the other flavors.
They got some good flavors, though. They got some good flavors. We did a flight of gummy clusters one night. Great experience.
What a life.
Honestly, none of them tasted that different after a while. You just like,
Well,
that
the
got the
cherry
shit
lemonade
buzz.
one stood out to me because they have the sour lemon Nerds coating the cherry gummy.
Ooh. They're doing it right over there. They're doing it right. How's everyone's Halloween?
I
was
worked
good.
2 hours overtime, then I turned the lights out and sat in the dark.
It's pretty
And
cool.
then I fell asleep like before 9 p.m.
I love that. It's perfect. Anyone get trick or treaters? Besides the person that fell asleep in the dark?
No, they don't. They don't like trick or treat at our house.
I was out, so.
Oh, you were out. You're cool. You're cool. You're a cool guy.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm the
Gotcha.
What were you
guy.
doing?
Trick or treating.
Drinking.
Oh, you're drinking alcohol?
I know it's
And number one straight edge wrestling podcast.
not a lot of people are drinking alcohol on Halloween, but you know me, I like to live life on the edge. My own
That's-
like little.
Crazy. On Halloween, we trick or treated on the Thursday beforehand, and then the main trick or treating was on Saturday, which I didn't go out with because we were at my nephew's football game. But on Halloween, for some reason, I cooked a full turkey, and then my nephew thought it was hilarious and wants to do that every Halloween.
That's terrible. That's an expensive tradition you've created.
No, but it wasn't. It was super on sale at Aldi.
Oh, well, I guess like this is not the prime time. So is that it?
No, yeah, it was like 49 cents a pound or something insane. That's why I bought it. And I was gonna save it for Thanksgiving, and then my nephew was like, "Can we have it earlier?" And I was like, "Whatever, sure." There's no rules.
I guess I'll buy another one.
So we ate a giant turkey, and then we went and watched high school football and went to bed.
One.
Who won?
Who won?
Not
you watched some
Ashland.
high school football.
Our Ashland high school team's not great. Ashland 7th grade
All
team,
right.
they won. They're in the Final Four for the state. Nephew goes to Somerset, Kentucky this Saturday. They're playing the defending champions who this playoffs have not have a point scored on them yet. A little scared about that.
Oof, that seems rough.
I'm a little worried. They're not worried. They're confident, and I'm glad for them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. They're already making plans for the following Saturday for like the state championship. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna stop them from putting these good vibes out
Yuck, you're
there.
yum.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Why not? All right. I guess enough bullshit to start this off. One, I don't know where this podcast is going, and I want that to be very clear. Dan, what you been watching?
Okay. I have not watched a ton of wrestling. I'm going to start with
Perfect start.
not the stuff that you didn't tell me to watch. I'm going to start with somebody on the youtube.com posted a supercut of Loki on WWF Metal.
All right.
It is it's all 7 matches he ever wrestled on there. It's only like 35 minutes long. And it's awesome, and they should have hired this guy. I think he would have been a great employee. You know what? Maybe if they got him in 01, 02 and really held him down, maybe he would have maybe they could have, made him not such a malcontent, but who knows? Probably not. My number one thought I start off with, this is maybe a straw man, but I feel like back in the day, there used to be like a lot of like Crash Holly fans, a lot of Crash Holly defenders about like, Crash Holly, he can really go, Crash Holly. And I don't know if that's a thing or if I'm making it up, but he sucked. He's the worst guy in this comp. This like supercut. I mean, it's full of heavy hitters. It's Crash versus Loki twice, Loki versus S.A. Rios, Alex Orion and Loki versus the Radicals of Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn. S.A. Rios again, Loki versus Raven, and Loki versus Christian. So it's heavy hitters, but like Crash Holly is like the worst wrestler on this thing, and not here for him. Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn, they don't have any time for these jobbers. I like that. But yeah, so that was the main thing. Coming into it before you told me what to watch, that is all the wrestling I had watched this week. It has not been a big
Pretty
wrestling
good.
week, but you told me to check out
Pretty
this guy, CT Keys.
CT Keys.
Who I have to think, because I'm actually fairly familiar with Southern Fried Championship Wrestling.
Who isn't?
So I had to think I probably have seen him at some point, but I have no memory of him. And maybe I haven't. Maybe I skipped his matches completely.
I've definitely seen CT Keys.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't stick out. I didn't have like big CT Keys thoughts. But you told me to watch him versus Sal Rinauro.
I always thought he was from that, and now I'm going to just speak in absolute vagueness because I can't remember the tag team. There was this white tag team that was like
Not him.
Not an FTR clone, but like that was the vibe in ROH. Like, I don't know, 8-9 years ago, like right before they got bought. That may have been Joe Keys. Anyway, I thought that was who this was the entire time. So I did avoid him.
Joe Keys is a person.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Keys is another person.
Yeah.
He was like from that same scene, he was on AEW Dark a lot with Joe Keys.
There we go. Sure that was it. The Dixon line. Yeah.
Oh, with Ken Dixon.
With Ken Dixon, of course.
That makes sense. Dixon line. I
Yeah.
get it. No, totally different guy. But you tell me to watch him versus Sal Rinauro. And now I'm sure that you meant the one that just happened that you linked to. But that's not how I go about my business. So that's not what you meant?
Well, the one I linked to is the one that I was talking about. But okay.
But I checked out first. I feel like I got to first watch the one they had in January of this year.
That's the one I linked. So perfect.
Oh.
I'm starting from January too, brother. We're on the same page.
Okay.
One brain cell.
Now let me say the January one's a better match, right?
I have no idea. I haven't watched another match.
Oh my god, you didn't watch the newest one? It's so stupid.
I gotta start from the beginning. I'm watching all the Southern Fried right now.
Oh, you're watching everything. Okay, so all I
Potential
watched
promotion of the year, Southern Fried Championship Wrestling.
Now
Well, I
that's an
watched-
agenda I can get behind.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. I'll watch some more Southern Fried because all I did was like cherry picked. I watched Sawanaro. Spoiler alert: he beat CT Keys for the Southern Fried heavyweight championship. And then quick watched the newest match. They had a rematch called a Madhouse match, which mostly involves a lot of balloons on the ground and a casket.
You're selling
and
me
it's
on
weird. It's. I mean, I'll tell you this: it's really long. It's like almost a half an hour long, but like enough stupid shit happens.
These brothers
that, like,
just they like to go long. That's
Yeah.
that's
Because
their whole gimmick right now, I guess.
because this one's good too. But it was like almost half an hour long too. It was 26 minutes. But I watched 3 CT Keys match because I also watched him versus a man named Krule. Fans of the show may be familiar with him.
Yep.
That was my favorite of the 3, I think.
Best Krule match ever. That was what my stance was.
Okay, maybe not best Krule match ever, but a very, very
even
good
better
Krule
one.
match. There's so many. It's like I don't have time to name them all. I liked when he lit Matthew Justice on fire in 7.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
I feel like he
Fair enough.
probably wrestled Jacob Fatu a lot. We can just say those are pretty good. But okay, fine. Best Krule match ever. I don't know. I thought you were going to say Southern Honor was promotion of the year because I wanted to watch more of this because there's also a CT Keys Alex Kane match, I believe, but I didn't have time to watch it. There's a Zicky
I'm
Dice
getting
Paul
there.
Walter Hauser match from Southern Honor that I haven't got to watch yet.
I'm very curious where the last show goes because it's not on IWTV. The show happened over 2 months ago now. Where are they posted?
I feel like what I'm about to say puts me in line with like a lot of terrible people. I'm not the guy that's like, we need video packages, but like Southern Honor Pro opens up with a video package that explains like why half the matches are happening and what's going on. And I
That's
think
great.
that's cool. That's awesome. Like it's like I instantly was in. I was like, okay, I know what's going on. And it's like 2 minutes long and it covers like the 3 or 4 most important matches on the show. And I'm like, every indie in the world could do this, and it's Southern Honor that does it. That's cool.
Well, Southern Honor doesn't do their shows live.
Yeah, well, I guess that's
So it's
part
like
of it, yeah.
It's like the morally good DPW.
Because that way you
know?
don't have to watch like the IWTV, the rocket taking off. That's before every show.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
But no, you are right. I thought it was funny. CT Keys, he rules, hits really hard. Big boy. Everything he does looks great, and I'm like, oh, I need to watch more CT Keys. I'm on board with it. I don't want to call him this year's Mike Payne yet.
No, that was what I used in the Discord. I was like, maybe the 2025 Mike Payne.
Well, it depends on what you mean by that. But I'm not quite there yet. You also called him younger, or like, which he is younger than Mike Payne, but he's also a 33-year-old man.
I want to be very clear. This is not. I don't think he's 25.
No, he's 33.
Oh, honestly, like that's prime getting signed age now. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to talk the guy down. He's got lots of good years ahead of him. But I thought the way you said it, I thought I was looking at like a young rookie here.
Well, it's just not Mike Payne.
Yeah, he's not in his 50s.
He's not at the end.
Yeah, he's not on a retirement tour. Which, but yeah, I will say that my takeaway from this is I need to watch more CT Keys, more Southern Fried, more Southern Honor, and I hope that I have time to do that.
Yeah, the fact that people are talking about DPW when Southern Honor and Southern Fried Championship Wrestling are out there in the world. Despicable.
Oh, I lied. I finished DPW. That ladder match was garbage. That was garbage.
Owned.
If that match happened on WWE or AEW, people would rip it to shreds.
I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So that really made me, because I was struggling for reasons to talk about why this promotion sucks, and they just gave me one. So I appreciate it, and I'm gonna keep being contrarian, and I'm definitely not promotion of the year. It is MLW, but I could be persuaded if I watched enough of these Southern shows.
No, the fact that after a 25-minute match was like, no, that was great. I'm happy I was here. I was stunned myself.
Can I ask how you got there?
I watched the Krule match because I was going through Southern Honor because we talked about it last week.
Okay.
So I was watching that show from tip to toe. Tip to tail? Anyway, tip to taint. Anyway,
Tip to tip.
and I watched the Krule match, and I was like, I gotta watch more CT Keys. And then I was like, oh, he's wrestling Southern Fried. They got all their stuff on YouTube. I might as well watch this whole Southern Fried show while I'm here. That seems like a great use of time, energy. So I did that. 25-minute championship match. Also, not the main event of that show. Which I think is also very cool.
Yeah, because I tried to fast forward. Like, I tried to skip where I thought it would be. And it was
Nope.
so many men in the ring that I was like, what's happening?
No, you missed the 12-man tag team match between the Sexton Alliance and the Crusade.
That makes sense. But like I said, when I skipped forward to where I thought it would be, I was like, there's a fuck ton of guys in this ring. This can't be the Sal versus CT Keys.
No, I'm excited to be going through all these Southern Fried shows after watching this event. Also, thanks for watching the matches that I told you to watch, because I would never do the same for you. And I think you know that deep down.
No, I know it. And I honestly wouldn't expect you to. And I think that if I recommended a 26-minute match, you would say very mean things to me. But that's okay.
I think at the beginning of the year, after last year, I was like, Val really crushed it in 2024. And then I saw the CT Keys match time when I was going through looking at results at the start of the year. I was like, he loses it. He can't possibly be good. He's better than Zack Sabre Jr. Like, this match, better than Goto, Zach. He is the actual best technician in the world. Like, I don't know. It's a cute little match you got there in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Goto's got a fine story, I guess. Not Saul Renaro. Like, getting the big belt. That's a real story we can get behind. So, clip that, producer. Anything else?
No, that is all I watched.
That's it.
Loki and then 3 CT Keys matches, and
That's good. That's good. The way it should be every week.
I respect you starting from the beginning of the year, but I need you to get to that October Madhouse match. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to say this. If you do get there, honestly, watching all the shows, I bet it means more to you. It definitely felt like a match that, like, I was like, because people, I'm going to spoil it. People run in and stuff, and I go, I don't know what's happening. I can't tell you how I should feel about Sunny Days.
Did Martin interfere?
Did who?
Martin? His name also might be Marvin. I can't really tell which it is.
I don't even know who that is. So
Sunny Days. Never mind. I'll get there. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Yeah, there is a big surprise that is very funny, but like the crowd treats it as a big deal. Like I can't wait for you to get that. The crowd is very pumped.
No, I'm jazzed. I'm already invested in angles in a way I have not been invested in years. They're doing something there in the South. Like, good on them. Good on them. Anyway, I'm gonna dig into what I've been watching since I've been yammering already. You watched Violence is Forever versus the Goulias brothers from WXW in September, right, Dan?
Yes, and I wasn't a huge fan of
Okay.
that match, or the brothers in that match.
I think it's good, but I had high hopes. Like, I thought this was going to be like a real humdinger.
I think that's kind of where I was, where I was like coming in really, I was like, this is going to be great. And it just was fine to okay. And I think that their strikes are really soft and make me sad.
Yeah, I think it's very fair. Now let's talk about Southern Island Wrestling. Watched, I think, all of the March 7th show. CT Keys versus Krule, best Krule match ever. Already talked about it. Todd Sexton versus Kyle Matthews ends.
That's what I was going to ask you about.
But Kyle Matthews still the GOAT. So what are you gonna do? It's just like a little. Todd Sexton's out here trying to do a Maestro's match with Kyle, and Kyle's doing like 90s New Japan Junior stuff instead. And I think that's funny and cool. And these are wrestlers I guess I like, so it works for me. I can't imagine that working for anyone else on the show, or frankly, most people listening, unless you have a brain disease. Kenway versus Austin Towers. I like this match, and I deep down know I shouldn't like it because Austin Towers, I can't describe a good thing he does, which probably does not help when I say I think I like this, despite nothing he does working for me in any sense of the word. He's just tall.
Please tell me he's tall and he does an Austin Powers gimmick.
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Just tall. Just tall.
That's bullshit. Why would you give yourself that name and not be working an Austin Powers gimmick? Do you hate money?
Yeah, that's really an issue. That was really an issue. Hunter James versus Alexander Lev. Kind of a nothing match. Kind of a bummer. Gunnar Miller versus Rob Killjoy also doesn't really get going, but Gunnar Miller has his MAGA jersey on with action promoter Matt Griffin in tow, which I think is very funny. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Gunnar Miller and Necro. I think we should link them up. Start them touring. I think it would work out. The main event of that show is Joe Black versus Alex Kane. Unfortunately, also not good.
No.
Wouldn't recommend. So really, the show is not very good. Wouldn't
That
recommend
bumps
it.
me out.
Maybe
I was like, that match sounds awesome.
You're a Joe Black guy?
I'm an Alex Kane guy, and I think Joe Black
Okay.
is fine. Like, I think he can be carried the good matches usually. Not usually, but
I
like
think
by
Joe
a guy
Black
like
is
Alex Kane.
pretty not good.
Oh, I
pretty
don't
not
think
good.
that at all.
I think he's very confident in his abilities in a way I am not confident in his abilities.
He had a dog collar match I really liked last year. That's
Okay.
all I got. That's all I got. I don't
I'm not
remember
gonna get
who it
back
was
to it.
against. Yeah. I would never recommend it to you in 2025 anything from 2024. I respect you too
I
much.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. You can recommend something from 1984. That's fully on the table.
Okay.
It's fully on the table.
Unless it took place in the first 3 weeks.
And then it's dead to me for real. Actually, to be fair, I have divided out a section of stuff I may have missed. So it's still maybe applicable. Watch some of the April 4th show from Southern Honor. Not a whole lot going on here, if I'm going to be fucking honest with you. There's the North Side Heroes versus the Skulk. I like the Skulk. I think this match is pretty good. I think, does the Skulk wrestle on DPW? If they don't, they should. They would be better than all the tags there. I'm sure of it. Gunnar Miller versus Sunny Days. It's pretty much not a match, so it's not really worth thinking about. Main event, which I think is crazy. Murder 1 versus Austin Towers. It's not good. It's not as bad as it could be. And they're setting up Austin Towers versus Joe Black, which does happen on a future show. So obviously gotta watch the build because I'm a wrestling fan. I know to watch things in context all the time. Southern Fried Championship
2025 Murder 1 look. I know the match wasn't much, but
like a corpse.
yeah, I was
He's
afraid
not
of that.
looking good.
I was afraid of that.
He looks every bit his age plus 20. Let me tell
Oof.
you. Taboo without the drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Got to get in that kratom.
Southern Fried Championship Wrestling, the 118 show, the match, the Sal versus CT Keys match we already talked about. I think that match is a fucking who and a half. Shocked how much I enjoyed that. But also, show had Jacob Ashworth versus Royal Caution. I kind of really dug this. Jacob Ashworth. My immediate thought 2 minutes in the match was like 2025 Mike Payne, which is the only thing I think about when I'm watching Southern Wrestling, I guess. But he is old, so it really worked. I can't tell if they did an angle around an injury, or if there was an actual injury, they kind of just ended the match after a cutter on the apron. It was interesting.
I'm following around on Cage Match in real time. I want you to know that Jacob Ashworth, younger than half of the podcast. I'm being a little rude.
No, that can't be right.
It says all it says is birthday 1989.
Okay.
I guess he's looking a little rough. That's what you're telling me.
Looking a little rough. That's crazy. Okay. I would not have guessed that at all. Anyway, that makes it cooler, if I'm being honest. So, love it. Najaism. Anyway, and who I like, but I just call him Naja because I can't pronounce his name. And Nate Mansions, who I really don't fucking know who they are, versus Carly Bravo and Seth Delay. Fun match. Carly Bravo really on his shit on this one. He's like, everyone loves that I'm here. They didn't expect me. And he's gonna just show out, just doing little feats of athleticism all over the place. And Seth Delay looks like he does CrossFit, so it's kind of the perfect tandem.
Now, Seth Delay, he's got to be old. 1985.
But he looks like he's 40.
Okay, he is 40.
He's just 40. I mean, he looks his exact age.
That's a wild side guy. So I just knew.
Yeah. But he looks like, a healthy 40, but definitely 40. And main event of the show, Saxton Alliance versus the Crusade. It's fun. It's just kind of what you would expect out of sort of a 12-man brawl of sorts. Pat Roach, big old fatso in the Crusade, older than pretty much everyone else on the Crusade. Does a lot of big man shit that I love. And Judeus gets to stand tall in the ring after clearing out the ring by throwing the guardrail in. And then he just puts the guardrail like in front of his face to look like he's in a jail cell or something. And that's the visual you get to end the whole show. So, cool stuff. Would watch. It's a great show, I think, all around. So, definitely go out of your way to give it a gander. That is what I've been watching. Chris, what have you been watching?
Well, I already established that I've been social this week. Been working a lot and still found all of the time to finish the month that was April 2025 in IWRG. And what a month it was.
I love this.
I will say, last time we checked in on our old friends at IWRG, I was talking about how bad the promotion was during the month. And comparatively to March, it's still no contest. March was a much better month. There was some very fun stuff. I finally got to watching the Bombero Infernal and Mr. Mike versus Cerebro Negro and Cerebro Negro Jr. from the 13th. That was the only match from that show I hadn't seen yet. And wouldn't you know, it's a lot of fun. I like Bombero Infernal and Mr. Mike, and Cerebro Negro and Cerebro Negro Jr. are having a hell of a 2025, especially Cerebro Negro. And that's just like a solid match. And then a week later, they have a better match and it all sets up the best match in IWRG for the month of April by far, which was a Bull Terrier match between Bombero Infernal and Cerebro Negro. And this is a ton of fun. There's some just thickening chain dive spots of like just like diving and running, and we're snapping back because the chain is too long. There's some just great brawling all around, and it's just real sick stuff. And they're taking this like further into a feud. And when I get to the fine month of May, I will see their Apuestas match that I've heard very, very good things about, and I'm really excited having seen a bunch of the build. Initially, I said that they fully like skipped a show in the month of April. That was a lie, but also it was because it was not listed as an IWRG show on LuchaDB or Cage Match, because it was a co-promoted show with AAA and Rosales. So it was just listed as an AAA show and Rosales, but it was in Arena Nakalpan, and it was that episode of IWRG TV that was missing. And it is fully functionally an IWRG show, except there's also Pagano there, which kind of a bummer show. I would have loved to see more from, like, getting some AAA talent on an IWRG show. There's a Copa match with Hellboy and Jolie Dare and Octagon Jr. and Charlie Manson and Tejano that is just fucking nothing. The main event is like fun enough. There's Belsigor, Chessman, and La Parca Negra versus Drago. Not like, because Drago, as we know him, is Dios el Inframundo. This is a new, like, very small Drago who is keeping up with the legacy of the gimmick by not being very good. But he's teaming with Nino Hamburguesa and Pagano, and I would have liked this to be more fun, but it's pretty fun. Best match on that show was just like an extended squash with Carta Brava Jr., Centurion, Mania Cop, and Moko Koda Jr. versus a bunch of guys you've never heard of before unless you've like really been tuned in on those tryout shows. Daimo, Galio, Golden Jacket, and Kingu. And yeah, it's just an extended squash brawl for the known wrestlers, and it's got some like decent spots. From April 20th, there's a very fun mixed tag with Iron Kid and Zuzu Divine versus Kira and Noisy Boy. It's not going to be anything like spectacular, but it's good shit. There's a good main event with Achilles, Flamita, and Hellboy versus Io de Canis Lupus and Io del Pirata Morgan and Luchador Sorpresa, who was Emperador Azteca, making his return for the first time in a while. And that's pretty fun. That's also the show with the second Bombero Infernal and Mr. Mike versus Cerebro Negro and Cerebro Negro Jr. Best match on that show. There is an April 24th Thursday Night Wrestling show where the entire undercard is forgettable, but the upper card is very fun. Alado, Felino Boy, Hysteriosis, and Principe Centauro versus Las de Acero, Carañoso Jr., Guerrero Pantero, and Ultimo Latino is fun. And then you've got Hedy Karawi, Hip Hop Man, and Shaco versus Hellboy, Noisy Boy, and Spiderfly. That is a team, isn't it? And
that is the international all-stars right there.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm always excited whenever I get to see Hip Hop Man. I love Hip Hop Man. Noisy Boy, Spiderfly, Hellboy, wrestlers I like a great deal. I like whenever Hedy steps into Arena Nakalpan, he's usually doing good stuff. And yeah, there's just some good wrestling, some good Yaves with Hedy, and Hip Hop Man's doing his like crazy stuff, and you've got Noisy Boy and Spiderfly doing their dives all around. And it's a real good time. Main event is very fun deathmatch style with lots of glass with Grand Pandemonium, Ioda Pandemonium, and Pandemonium Jr. versus Lunatic Extreme, Ovet Jr., and Superboy. AKA spots number 5 through 10 on my ballot this year. The 27th had a couple fun matches outside of the main event. Alas de Acero and Iron Kid versus Noisy Boy and Spiderfly. Again, they run this match a bunch this last month, this month, and the months to come. And it's no Mexa Boys versus Arez and Toxin and Latigo, but it gets the job done. Iron Kid, I like a lot. There's another fun tag with Hellboy and Tonali versus Io de Canis Lupus and Io del Parada Morgan. But yeah, not like a great month overall, but if you need like lucha to like get your agendas in for voting season, which is coming up shockingly soon, watch that series of Bombero Infernal and Cerebro Negro. Like, it is just fun stuff all around, and like you want to have Cerebro Negro on your ballot. And if you don't, I will be disappointed, and you will be hearing from me. And that's what I watched. Oh, though I will go on a little rant. IWRG, very noticeable this month. They are really fucking padding those shows like way more with like the ads and recaps and shit. It's like, it is beyond ridiculous. Like when you're watching the VOD, there's like what used to be like, oh, I can just skip like 10 minutes ahead. It's now like, damn, do I have to? I'm like 25 minutes past the last match, and the next one hadn't started. Like, did IWRG also get taken over by WWE with all this fucking downtime? It's insane. Only like 2 of these matches had glass to clean up. And those were at the end of the shows. What are we doing?
When WWE buys them, who would you like Ethan Page to wrestle?
Luca and Lukey.
Okay. Pat, you watch any wrestling this week?
You guys ever hear of something called a Carnage Cup?
That's the
Sounds
best
familiar.
place to
Hell
eat eggs.
yeah.
Someone I know's aunt doesn't think it seems like a safe place.
It looks like the least safe place. Actually, that's not true. It looks like a big field where people have their lawn chairs set up. But it also seems generally unsafe in the sense of, like, I don't know. I feel like the Carnage Cup is one of those things where it's like, if you recommend the Carnage Cup to someone, it's kind of almost a lost cause, because if they were going to watch the Carnage Cup, they will have already seen it. And if they are not going to watch the Carnage Cup, you could tell them, there was legit the world's only 7-star match happening at this show with Necro Butcher and whoever else, and they will still be like, yeah, I'm not watching IWA Deep South. Which, to be honest, I don't blame them. Though, in the interest of our mission statement of continuing to cover Necro Butcher wherever he wanders through independent wrestling, the first round match, Necro Butcher, Satu Jin, and Buddy Badcock, is
25 minutes long. Yeah.
25 minutes.
That's why I haven't watched it yet.
I think for over 10 of those minutes, it's Necro and Satu Jin just wandering around, like, the ringside area through the crowd, just killing time, like doing a walk and brawl in the purest sense, because Buddy Badcock has a bat covered in syringes, and all the syringes are capped, like as you would expect from proper medical syringes. And he has to stand there and pull the cap off of every syringe. So he just disappears from the match for 10 minutes. Because they show him a few times and he's just still pulling caps off of syringes. It is a truly just strange thing. The nastiest thing that I saw on it, a guy named Sid Fabulous, who looks like a fucking tweaker, which is probably what he is. He gets slammed onto, he takes an STO onto a board covered in, those staple remover things?
Yes.
Yeah, like a board covered in splayed out staple removers. And he hits those things hard and comes up with one of them stuck sideways into his back.
Oh.
And that is easily the nastiest thing anyone's going to do in wrestling all year. But yeah, I still need to watch the finals. I still need to watch Lil Sicko versus Bryant Woods, which I think is either 28 minutes long or 3 hours long. One of the two. But yeah, wrestling doesn't get... The thing is, the Slave to the Deathmatch tournament was the absolute nadir of just shitty wrestling. So just by including people like Satu Jin, who, let alone the Necro Butcher, the Carnage Cup clears. Like, you can't say, like, oh, this is the worst shit ever, because Slave to the Deathmatch is at the bottom of the fucking ocean. Carnage Cup is, it comes across looking pretty good after seeing that. Even when you see Lil Sicko's just morbidly obese brother split his pants taking a single move. And it's that kind of just that kind of revelation where you think like, oh, this is actually awesome compared to the worst shit ever. That just
Now,
makes you
speaking
fall in
of
love with
shit,
wrestling
did
again.
you watch the softcore cup?
You could not pay me enough fucking money in the world to ever watch the softcore cup. I know Ty was really excited about there being a golden shower match where the winner had to pee on the loser or something. I'm just like, life is too goddamn short, and I'm already wasting too much of it watching the stupidest wrestling on the planet. I am never going to watch the softcore cup. You can say, if I ever do watch the softcore cup, you can play this audio for me, denounce me as a hypocrite, do whatever you want.
So we need to raise some money for the site for next year. What's the dollar number? What is, like, if push comes to shove, what's the dollar number to get you to watch, talk about that show?
I'm doing some math in my head here. Give me vamp for time while I figure out how much money I make at my job in a day.
Oh my God. No, that's perfect. I think we're vamping also because Dan is figuring out what the big top is after we're done here.
Okay.
So that we don't just go straight into questions, which I know is it's a really tall order.
I'm really glad that the money's going to us though, not Deep South, right? Because I don't know if we should be giving Kevin Brandon that kind of money. I'm not sure.
I
what
thought
he'd
you were
do
going to
with
say
it.
like a charity.
Oh yeah, the other thing I found out, Insane Lane was in the tournament, and after his match, Kevin Brennan comes out and like gives like a little speech about like, if this is your last match ever, Insane Lane, it was good to like work with you, whatever. I guess they go way back. Kevin Brennan looks like Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that, and finding that out just blew my mind. It's like, oh shit, real life Peter Griffin is coming out, and he's a Confederate Nazi.
Yeah, say the guys that it's like the guys that believe in like Aryan supremacy always look like that. I believe Insane Lane posted. I saw this somewhere. He's not retiring. He doesn't know anything about that.
That's cool. That's cool.
He's just like, no, I just, and he just had his boots on. He just had his gear, and somebody couldn't make it, so he's worked with Sakuda before.
All right, so you guys would have to raise $201.36 for me to watch the Softcore Cup and talk about it.
Oh, that's actually, guys, that's doable.
That would be
stay on the line,
that would
guys.
be me taking a day off work.
I don't know why. I feel like when you request it, you should have to say what you're doing. Hey, boss. Yeah,
I'm
gonna need Thursday off. I got big plans.
The good thing about being part of a union is they couldn't fire me for that, but I would still have to come in. It would be worse than firing would be having to come in the next day and, with my supervisors and my fellow letter carriers, knowing that that's what I used my time doing.
You guys are so Big Top?
Big Top.
Said, Sam?
Dan.
All right. I got you.
Bring us home.
The Big Top's Nacho Libre. I've been pushing it for days. I haven't moved off of that. This movie fucking rules. I haven't watched it in like a decade.
Yep.
Maybe more, honestly. I mean, I'm old. That's 2015. I don't remember the last time I watched it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a kid.
I don't know about kid for me because I'm an old man, but I was probably early 20s. It was probably I know I watched it in theaters and I watched it again after it came out. So I put this almost 20 years ago, and
Holds up.
It's fucking ruled. But I pitched it as to my my nephew as it's the best part of the Minecraft movie, but better because it's Jack Black. So he's like, all right, we'll catch this. And I remember I liked it, but again, I was like, well, how was I when that movie came out? Like 20? I don't know.
Same director as the Minecraft movie.
I'm an idiot. And it's wonderful, hilarious, heartfelt, beautiful, like beautiful in message and just like a beautifully shot movie.
It looks better than it has any right to.
It's, I mean, I don't. It's Jared Hess's best movie. I don't think that means anything. But
Not a Napoleon Dynamite head.
I mean, I was when I was in high school, and this clears it. Also, I don't remember
I think
Napoleon
that's
Dynamite, like I
true.
said, looking so pretty. But Pat, you've never seen this movie, is that correct?
I've never seen it.
Now, I believe you watch movies that that terrify me. Like the descriptions of them send shiver down my spine. And I think you've
Yeah.
watched movies that like only like 4 of the people have seen, but you haven't watched Nacho Libre. Explain
It
why.
came out when I was in college, and I feel like the explanation is my girlfriend at the time did not want to see it, so we didn't see it. And then after that, it was just like, all right, just never getting around to it. You know, I also haven't ever seen Star Wars Episode 2.
Well, that's weird.
That's
I've
fine.
seen every other one.
Don't
but I've
catch up on
I've
that
never
one.
seen Attack of the Clones.
I've never
So there's
seen
like,
the 5 or 6. So you know what?
well, those were
Weird.
the best ones.
Wait, you've never seen
That's what I've
3,
heard.
5, or what have you seen? Which ones?
I haven't seen 5 or 6.
Oh, that's crazy.
I haven't
That's
seen
great.
5,
That
6,
is-
9. Those are the ones I haven't seen.
All right,
I've
9.
seen the others.
9
How are you?
is good.
How are
It's
you
good to not have
alive
seen 9.
in this time frame without seeing Return of the Jedi somehow?
Yeah, if you've seen the other 6, to not have seen Empire or Jedi is
Like,
nuts.
so yeah, you watched A New Hope, and you're like, okay, I'm good.
I watched
Yeah.
A New Hope about 4 months ago.
Oh, so you've seen the other ones before that. That makes more sense.
So I saw the prequels first.
See, I'm picturing you watched A New Hope, and then you're like, well, I better go watch these prequels, which is insane. That's an insane thing to think.
No, that would have been cool. That would have been a better way to do it for sure. For sure. Never seen Indiana Jones.
Great movies.
I like
Except
guys, we gotta get there. I like 8 as well. I like 8 and 9. I know
And
people
9.
don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're
Okay.
both good movies. I think people need to calm down. I don't want to just rip us away back to the big top here of Nacho Libre. Is it problematic? Like, is Jack Black's accent okay in that movie? Because he always does silly voices.
At one point, I was very much, I think this is problematic. I've come around to saying it's fine.
It seems
And I
like
feel
in
like
such
I'm in
good
position to say
spirit. That, yeah, I was
this-
wondering, like, does this play in 2025? But I just
I also think that 2006 is like he was right before you would get checked for something like that. Like that,
Well-
this was kind of like the last year you could have made a move where Jack Black is calling people "SA" the entire time.
I think that I know this, that like he did bring that up to Jared Hess. Because I remember thinking the explanation was so funny. He's like, "No, don't worry, your dad's Polish or whatever it is. Like one of his parents is white." He's like, "Oh, okay, we covered it, done."
Check.
Oh,
they're coming out with a second Minecraft movie. Did you know that?
I did know that. I think I say second Nacho Libre. And I was like, "What?"
No, that would be too cool.
Yeah. The dude it's based on baptized Marco Corleone's kid.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool, right?
Yeah.
A little more Jindrak action. But yeah, everyone should watch this movie. It's better than The Wrestler.
Yep. 100%.
It's
100%.
better than Ready to Rumble.
Oh, that's not even a question.
I just there's no, I don't know what the good wrestling movies are, but this is the best one. And it's about Lucha
So,
Libre, the best wrestling.
Ready to Rumble has a moment that my brother and I quoted at one another for many, many years long after the world forgot about Ready to Rumble, which is Scott Can and David Arquette are sitting around just doing whatever, and Scott Can asks David Arquette, "Hey, why does it look like you have your finger up your butt?" And David Arquette just replies, "Because I do."
Hell yeah.
So you're telling me Nacho Libre is better than that?
I'm telling you.
Me and my best friend from high school would always quote the line, "Get that corn out of my face," at each other, unprompted. And it was a joy. It was a joy.
I don't know if you guys know this. Friend of the show, Juicy Pat Lucy, and AIW regular Reese, I can't remember his last name, had a Ready to Rumble podcast where they were going to talk about it for an hour every other week. I believe
So it's kind of
they
like a
made
late
it
night with the 2012 Royal Rumble
Yes.
situation.
Yes, 100% like that. I think they made it like 5 episodes before they realized, why are we still talking about Ready to Rumble?
Cool. Pork's a stronger person
Oh,
than they would ever be.
better in all ways, I'd say.
Always. Except for the Irish thing. But
Ugh,
can't help that.
I try not to think about it.
Coming up with a 4K soon enough. So for all you physical media heads, I know you're excited for the Nacho Libre 4K from Kino Lorbar. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great.
Can I play that in my PS5?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Right.
So
I mean, unless your PS5 is one of those that does not have a disk drive, then no, you can't.
That's gonna be tough. If that's the case.
I mean, I'm sure if you just like start shoving it in there, like something will happen.
Oh my god. This is
I mean,
not a story. I don't know
It's pretty
what
easy to tell if your PS5 has a disk drive or not. Just look at it.
I was I was giving my niece a ride. This is not tonight, but a ride to practice, and her friend too, to cheer practice. And she's asking for a charger, and I give her a charger because she has a lightning cable, and no one in our family really has that anymore. I find one, I hand it to her. She puts it in there, and she goes, "Oh, it broke off in my phone." And I go, "Oh my god!" She pulls out the piece that broke off. She goes, "Yeah, it just went right in there," and then she shoves it right back in the phone, and we can't get it out.
Pretty good big top. Pretty good.
Big top. I think we did it. We
Written
did.
by-
I'm looking at a countdown of the 30 best Nacho Libre quotes.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
And so I'm scrolling all the way down to see what number 1 is. We got to see if there's a group consensus on this. I have no dog in this fight because I haven't seen any of it.
Is it My Life is Good? Really good?
Number 1, according to ScreenRant.com, prestigious ScreenRant.com.
Mhm.
They don't think I know a buttload of crap about the gospel, but I do.
Yeah, that's good.
Written
The
by
movie is
Survivor
so
legend
good.
Mike White.
Do you remember when everyone was shouting my name and I used my strength to rip my blouse? That's a good one.
The number 2.
Wait, Mike White wrote that?
Mike White wrote Nacho Libre.
Fuck yes. He's going to be on 50, right?
Yeah,
Did I
he
make
is
that
on
up?
50.
Okay,
He
good.
is on 50.
Sometimes
he
I
is
make
taking
shit
a
up in
break
my head.
from his incredibly popular and critically acclaimed TV show to go on Survivor again.
I think it would be really funny for someone to give him $1 million.
Because he needs it.
He needs it. Like, here you go.
Yeah, White Lotus isn't doing too well. Number 2, did you not tell them they were the Lord's chips?
Number 2 seems high.
Yeah, it's not one I would necessarily think about.
Okay, well, what about number 3? I don't believe in God, I believe in science.
That's good. That's good. In this movie, Nacho Libre, he does the sneak attack baptism. That's kind of a John Moxley move, keeping it current.
No, so that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just trying to baptize Darby. I think it's honestly sweet.
My Life is Good, Really Good is the number 9.
Number
best quote
9.
potentially.
That had like a life on TikTok too, though. I figured that'd be higher.
Where's the corn? We got corn on there?
Oh, corn's got to be
looking,
on there.
there are fucking 30 of these things, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good quotes.
Yeah, it's the whole
It's like-
movie.
Get that corn out of my face is number 15.
Okay. It's not as high as it should be, but whatever.
It's like I was like,
Number
is this
6.
problematic? And they're like, don't worry, the whitest man you've ever seen, whose last name is White, wrote it. It's fine. All right, cool.
It comes in just above, I am singing at this party.
Pat, you watched fucking IWA Deep South when you should have been watching this. I'm really mad. It's all right.
Yeah, no, it's it is what it is sometimes.
Well, get back to us on this. For sure.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, we skipped the portion of the podcast where we talked about what happened on the site. I need to let you know, nothing's happened in the last week.
Yep. So wasn't even worth talking about.
I wanted to bring it up just to shame myself and others. Guys, come right for the site, do some stuff.
I mean, you did just write something last week.
I did. Rave reviews. Rotten Rewatch number 8. Pat, do you think number 9's coming soon?
I mean, for a second, I thought about writing a Rotten Rewatch number 9 and then just while we were talking, posting it live again.
The bit might lose every week. He's just like, another one. I'm gonna start. My feelings will be hurt once you pass 7.
Yeah, I
Once you
know.
get
It's
past 14, then you have more. It's more yours than mine.
Done like 45 Rotten Rewatches. I'm just like, I'm owning Dan. I don't know. Maybe I might do another one just because Tripping Balls posted 2 previously lost IWA Mid-South shows. So I might do the other one just to even it out, and then it's in your hands.
Like it. Well, I expected to say the Yellow Me because I haven't written for the site, but I talked about how I made sure to fill out wrestling playlist season of giving thing.
Oh yeah, it is kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Except, wait till you see it. I'm just going to go ahead. The title of my comp is Violent People. It's good shit.
I thought it was going to be the best of 2CW, but I guess that's cool too.
I guess that's 2026, next year.
And whoever has the footage for 2CW currently in their house, where that guy is.
What's his name? I sent him a message asking if you could go to his house, and he decided to read it and not reply.
He didn't unfriend you, which I think is crazy work. To get that message to not reply, but also not unfriend you.
Sometimes I do stuff and I'm like, is this weird? It's like, oh, I already did it. I already asked if Sam could go to a stranger's house.
It's not that strange. I know. I've met him at a show. I've seen him. We've seen like.
Oh, he's gonna be at the reunion, I bet.
And I'm not gonna fucking be there.
You're not gonna be there to be getting the footage.
That sucks. I'll send my wife. It'll be fine.
Who did Pat? Who did you ask me if I was Facebook friends with? That like hurt my feelings. Of course, I was.
American Kickboxer.
Yes.
AKA Z High. I'm
sorry,
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
The former writer of Rotten Rewatch is definitely already Facebook friends with American Kickboxer. Don't worry.
He was on Jim Fannon's podcast, and man, like there's a certain kind of guy who I've encountered many times in my life, and he was like that guy. I don't even know. It's all in his voice because he's got. I can only really call it just a weird Ohio guy voice. But he wrote a book that's coming out soon called Gypsies Are Real, Pro Wrestling is Predetermined, Not Fake. Very snappy little title there.
Rolls off the tongue, for sure.
Well, I look forward
I'm looking at the card on that IWA Mid-South show, the next one in the Trippin' Balls thing. It's got Colt Cabana.
Boom, boom.
Colt Cabana and BJ Whitmer. And a no contest main event. That's got to be good.
Prazak posted an old school picture of all those guys, and BJ Whitmer is like unrecognizable. was like young BJ Whitmer. I forgot what he looked like. I was like, oh, that's a different man. You guys want
Seems
to
a little rude.
answer? And like another one, he's another one of those guys that's like good wrestler, better person. Normally I say great
Oh, yeah.
wrestler. I didn't want to throw that out for BJ Whitmer.
Yeah, great is a little too okay wrestler, decent person. He's no Corporal Robinson.
I believe we had a question before I asked for questions. Question for VPR, please let live react to this, I guess. It looks like it's some soccer bullshit. I'm okay. I'm okay on that. From another one from Porrick. Which former vice president would have the best match against Toby Klein?
This was one of those questions that got more people responding to that question than more questions. And
so I'm excited thinking we have lots of questions. We don't. We have people talking about
No,
president.
absolutely not.
Okay.
They kind of fucked it up.
People. It says it's for the podcast, guys.
The correct answer was stated. It is Poppy.
See, I would go with Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle popped out in my mind too. I'm not gonna lie.
Because one, you could hit him with the VCR, and you're not really going to do like what's CTE to Dan Quayle, and he seems like he could be one of those Midwestern deathmatch sickos. He's fucking from Indiana.
Sure.
Q and AR is exclusively where we answer questions for Porrick. So if you were to make being John Malkovich, but with a wrestler John Malkovich, which wrestler would you choose?
Question, by the way.
Okay, well I can go back to it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I did miss a question. All right.
What do you think I was fucking lying when I said that?
You're maybe. Answer this question.
It's a great question. Is it living or dead? Or I guess either.
I think it could be anyone.
It'd be funny
In the
to
movie-
do a
in
being
the
John
movie, they're
Malkovich
probably
thing. You
living.
go into the little door and you're just in a dead guy.
Dustin Rhodes seems like that's a brain to get inside of, you know.
My first thought was Chris Jericho
Sure, yeah.
because I want to get inside that brain, and he's so good in all these horror movies. I need to see him spread his wings.
Dustin Rhodes also in that horror movie that I watched the other week. Did I talk about that?
I don't know what's it called.
No.
Fuck, screams. Scare Package.
I don't think so.
So he plays the end villain. It's an anthology, and
You know,
I
there's a
had no
Scare
idea.
Package too.
Is there?
Sorry, you guys go ahead.
It came up in my Google search.
Cool.
Like that was like the suggestion. I don't know if it. Yeah, Scare Package 2, Rad Chad's Revenge.
What the fuck is Ranch? Okay. This came out in 2022, so interesting. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Being Madman Pondo. And the movie is the exact same as being John Malkovich, and there is a lesbian relationship that develops out of like being in love with the person occupying Madman Pondo's brain, but only when they are Madman Pondo. And then a lesbian relationship forming from that. I think that would be my favorite movie of all time.
See, I'm imagining the part where he's hallucinating all the John Malkoviches that are all saying their name, like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But it's Dave Meltzer. It's just a room full of Meltzers saying Dave Meltzer over and over again.
All right. All solid ideas. The question I missed was from Ty, and it's a good one here. Would you go to the Carnage Cup or WrestleMania in Saudi? And which do you think is more problematic and dangerous to attend?
I would go to Carnage Cup, which is more problematic and dangerous to attend. Well, it's more dangerous.
I would no see. Here's what I'm thinking. I think I would go to Carnage Cup, and I think it is more problematic and dangerous. Definitely more problematic. I think it's more dangerous to tend to the average person. I'm not proud of it, but I think I blend. I think they see, oh, there's a hillbilly with the fucked up beard. He's fine. So I don't think
Yeah,
I'm in danger.
I would think the biggest danger of attending the Carnage Cup really is just getting photographed next to the giant Confederate flag IWA logo.
Or just like accidentally stepping on one of the deathmatch weapons that is just scattered all over the grass.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about there's a bat with 100 syringes on it. Non-zero chance of just stepping on a syringe that was previously in someone named Buddy Badcock. That's it. If they did the Carnage Cup in Saudi Arabia, I'm there.
Okay. Settle down.
It's just like there is the dangers that come with going to the country of Saudi Arabia, especially white guy with my politics. They probably hopefully they don't find my tweets, especially regarding WWE in Saudi Arabia. But you go to the Carnage Cup and there's just a constant fear of Hep B.
Ain't no doubt about it.
But it does seem like a delightful place to eat a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, fuck you, Dan. Fuck you. Maybe they'll be back. Maybe they won't be. Next question. At gunpoint, are you low gang or parentheses Jake Pauler?
I'm fucking dead because I've got a bullet in my brain.
Hell yeah.
I'm just like they hold the gun to me and I'm just grabbing them by the wrist and putting the gun in my mouth.
Yep.
That is my answer to that question.
Yep.
Pretty good. Nick Yemen, if you had to book a 4v4.
Before we move on, though, since Dan has dropped from the call, what do we think Dan is? Oh, fuck.
Taking a shit.
My internet died.
Nick Yemen, if you had to book a 4v4 Chamber of Horrors match for a promotion that doesn't really have stip matches, i.e. mid-90s All Japan Battle Arts, what are the teams and who is getting the electric chair? Too many people to name here.
No, hold on a second. I think I know this.
There's a correct answer here.
It's like,
And
I think I've gotten this written down somewhere.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Just give him a second.
Just give me a second. Calm down.
So I go find a notebook.
Nick's freaking out right now. He's like, just wait a second.
So it's 4v4?
Yes.
Okay, so great. It's Hoist Gracie, Kazushi Sakuraba, Igor Vovchanchin, and Gary Goodridge versus Mark Coleman, Akira Shoji, Mark Kerr, and Kazuyuki Fujita. And fucking Ironhead's going in the electric chair.
Yeah, okay. You did have an answer, and it was perfect.
I did have an answer. It just took me longer than I thought to Google who was in the quarterfinals of the Pride 2000 Grand Prix.
That rocks. Next question. From Haven, what promotion would you want a complete DVD box set of?
2CW.
Easily 2CW. Can't get it anywhere else. What the fuck else would I want?
That's lost media right there.
It sure fucking is. Dan's actual answer is Cleveland All Pro Wrestling. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Pat, Chris, you got any answers for this one?
Really, triple A.
Oh, that's an actual good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I want it specifically on DVD, no Blu-ray, no 4K.
Yeah, who fucking needs that shit?
I would do Mid-South, and I would become the one doing the Rotten Rewatch.
Oh my God. Shit.
Over.
I can't fucking win here, man. I'm getting attacked.
All right. Last question from Boric. What is Valiant People prepared to do to get a shout out from Austin Aries?
I will take the $201 we raised to get Pat to watch the Softcore Cup, and I will send it to Austin Aries tonight.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
This is why I don't have access to the account with all the sums of money we make.
Yeah. You couldn't be trusted.
I would receive the COVID-19 vaccine just to try and bait him into an argument. Am I remembering correctly that Austin Aries is a vaccine weirdo?
Oh, he's unvaxxed.
He's
unvaxxed. He's
several kinds of weirdo.
Yeah, he's unvaxxed. Yeah. He's a vegan. He's left-handed. He has a high IQ.
Well, as long as he doesn't, get me too drunk to say no.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, here it is. Only 2% have an IQ over 135. Only 2% are vegan worldwide. Only 10% are left-handed. Only 20% remained unjabbed. I check every box. I'm a walking statistical anomaly. I represent just 0.0008% of the world.
All right, I hope he fucking breaks his neck in his next match.
There's so much more. I read approximately 1/6 of that tweet.
Here's my question. Who would write a better screenplay? We've seen Michael Elgin's. What about the Austin Aries screenplay?
See, I think Elgin's is going to be better because Elgin has no idea. I think deep down, Austin Aries might know that he's an idiot and a fraud. Elgin?
I don't think he can force himself to believe that.
Oh, you asked me what's going on with this Michael Elgin Twitter account, correct?
Yeah, Michael Elgin Japan.
Yeah, Michael Elgin _JP, the Michael Elgin Japan staff official account. Michael Elgin Japan X, formerly Twitter. Information about Michael Elgin matches and support will be posted on the official Elgin Japan account. I don't know. Michael Elgin himself, the man himself, Aaron Frobel, has confirmed it is a legit account. I don't know what that means. Legit in what way? But there's now a Twitter account to share in Japanese all of Michael Elgin, who is mostly retired, matches.
If you go to the page,
they don't really.
They didn't post. They haven't posted a lot recently, but they were posting a lot in 2019.
What are the chances this is just Michael Elgin and he finally found the login for this account?
Possible. Followed by Dan Rice.
I don't want to admit this on out loud, but I can't follow Michael Elgin because he has me blocked.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's so embarrassing for you.
This goes back years and years. I don't remember what I said. I don't think it was that bad, but it was enough for Elgin to be like, "You're out of here." And I regret it every day. But now I can follow Michael Elgin Japan.
Yeah, that's really all the one you need. And that's a wrap. That's an episode. That's episode 77 of Valley People Radio. Thanks for listening.